How can a man who doesn't even play video games be in charge of one of the biggest gaming companies in the world? Strauss Zelnick is the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, the company that owns Rockstar Games, the studio behind the Grand Theft Auto series. But when Zelnick arrived at Take-Two in 2007, the company was far from stable. It was facing scandals, financial problems, and angry investors. Things got so bad that in 2008, Electronic Arts or EA tried to buy Take-Two for around $2 billion. Yet today that same company is preparing to release GTA 6, one of the most anticipated entertainment products in history. So how did Strauss Zelnick help transform a struggling publisher into the company behind the biggest gaming franchise on earth? Let's find out. Before becoming one of the most powerful people in gaming, Strauss Zelnick wasn't actually part of the gaming industry. He studied English and psychology before earning degrees from Harvard Law School and Harvard Business School. But his career started in entertainment. He worked at major companies like 20th Century Fox and later became the CEO of BMG Entertainment, one of the biggest music companies in the world. This is important because Zelnick never saw video games as just games. To him, they were entertainment, just like movies, television, and music. And that mindset would define how he ran Take-Two. But there was a problem. When he arrived, Take-Two was not the unstoppable company we know today. In 2007, Take-Two was going through a difficult time. The company behind Grand Theft Auto had become one of the biggest names in gaming, but it was also dealing with serious problems. One of the biggest was the hot coffee controversy surrounding GTA San Andreas. A hidden piece of content discovered inside the game created massive media attention. The controversy damaged Take-Two's reputation, caused legal problems and increased pressure from investors. But that wasn't the only issue. The company had also experienced financial losses, leadership problems, and growing frustration from shareholders. Take-Two owned one of the most valuable franchises in entertainment, but many people believed the company was being badly managed. And then another giant company saw an opportunity. In 2008, Electronic Arts made an offer to buy Take-Two for around $2 billion. At the time, EA was one of the largest video game publishers in the world. A lot of people could understand why selling might seem like the logical choice. Take-Two was struggling. EA had money, resources, and global reach, but Take-Two rejected the offer. Strauss Zelnick believed the company was worth more than EA's offer, and more importantly, he believed Rockstar's creative independence was valuable. Because Rockstar was not just another game studio, it was the studio behind GTA. Now imagine if that deal had happened. Would Rockstar have remained the same? Would games like GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 have been made the same way? Would Rockstar still have been given years to create massive, expensive games? Considering EA's recent output, that seems unlikely. The EA deal is a fascinating story on its own, and we might explore it deeply in another video. So if you want to see that, consider subscribing to the channel. Ultimately, Take-Two decided to bet on itself instead of selling. So what exactly did Zelnick do differently? The first thing is that he believes quality matters more than speed. So when companies like Ubisoft were trying to rush out sequels of successful games, Take-Two gave Rockstar massive amounts of time to build the next open world game. This is one of the reasons we have been waiting for GTA 6 for a long time. Zelnick has repeatedly supported the idea that a delayed great game is better than a rushed bad one. His second principle is trusting creative talent. Zelnick doesn't design games or write stories. His job is to build an environment where talented people can do those things. He has said that executives cannot simply manufacture a hit. Great entertainment comes from great creators, and this philosophy seems to have worked. After the difficult years, Take-Two's future changed dramatically. In 2008, Grand Theft Auto 4 was released and became a massive success. Then in 2013 came GTA 5. The game became one of the most profitable entertainment products ever created. earning billions of dollars and continuing to sell years after release. Then Rockstar released Red Dead Redemption 2 in 2018, another critically acclaimed and commercially successful game. The company that was once struggling and nearly bought by EA had become one of the most powerful forces in entertainment, and now all eyes are on GTA 6. But maybe the most interesting thing about Strauss Zelnick is not his business career, it's how different he is from the audience that buys his company's games. The man who leads the company behind GTA doesn't actually play video games. He has openly said he is not a gamer. He does not pretend to be a gamer like some of the executives from other companies. Instead, he sees himself as someone who manages entertainment, talent, and business. He is also known for his extreme focus on fitness. Even in his 60s, he trained regularly, follows strict habits, and has written about health and aging. And in a way, that reflects the same philosophy behind Take-Two's biggest successes. Whether it is building a company, creating a game, or improving yourself, Zelnick seems to believe that long-term results come from consistency rather than shortcuts. Of course, that does not mean every decision he makes is perfect. Take-Two is still a major corporation that releases annual franchises like NBA 2K and focuses heavily on profits. But Zelnick's biggest skill has been knowing where patience creates value and where speed makes sense. That might be the reason Take-Two survived when many people thought it was in trouble.